Seems like every day we're just getting more news and rumors about these 2027 Lego Star Wars sets. Welcome back to another video, guys. We have a bunch of new leaks and rumors regarding 2027 Lego Star Wars sets. If you do enjoy this video, make sure you like the video, comment down below your thoughts on these sets, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to see more. I'm always keeping you guys up to date on these new leaks for Lego Star Wars. First off, something I want to say that I actually can't show in this video. The minifigures for the Super Star Destroyer have leaked. You can find those somewhere on the internet. I will not and cannot show those because I don't want to get any sort of strikes on those. But just letting you guys know, they are out there. They do look great. So for 2027, let's get into it. So first set we have here, we're going to go through all the sets we have, and then we have some news on the figures and the movie posters. So we have Cloud City. This is a unknown price, unknown piece count, April 1st release. It's 9 plus, which means it's probably not a smart playset. I want to say the smart playsets were 7 plus. I could be wrong on that. That's something I probably should fact check, but or if it comes with an anniversary figure, I doubt we have to worry about it being a smart playset. I'm just like worried about some of these sets having smart play because we've had like some sets where they're like, oh, that's a cool rumor, and then we find out it's gonna be smart play, and then it's like, oh man, that sucks. Like I want to say all the smart play sets from last year. Maybe I could be wrong, but I want to say we were rumored to just like have a Dagobah set coming out, and then we find out it's smart play. But if they're including anniversary figures, I don't think we have to worry about them being smart brick. So this set has Leia, Han, Boba, Lando, Vader, and a concept art R2D2. And it is said to have a new mold for Han and Carbonite. If I had to guess, maybe I don't know how they'd do a new mold, to be honest. The old one was pretty much close to perfect. Like you could probably add like a little bit more color to it. I mean, the only other thing I could see them doing is maybe make it so you can't put the figure in it and have it be like a solid block. That would be kind of cool. Because, like, I mean, it's a cool play feature being able to put the figure in it. But I feel like for me personally, I'd rather just have like this, like perfectly one to one. But I mean, overall, like I said, I think the old one they had was pretty much perfect. So hopefully they don't screw it up. But also TBD if it connects to 75480 Bespin Duel, which if I remember correctly, yes, it is the next slide. So we have the Bespin Duel for 80 USD, 718 pieces. So it's going to be a pretty solid build. I want to say the Comic-Con promo one is like 300 pieces that I have. And this one releases January 1st. You get Luke, Vader, and a concept art Darth Vader, which this is really great to see because the concept art Vader is one that I wanted. And I think the last video I did on this, it was rumored to be in the buildable Luke. There is a concept art figure in the buildable Luke, but we'll get to that later. Let's just say I'm not upset about the one that's in there anymore. It says prices are very up in the air and are subject to change. I would assume this is going to stay at 80, at most 90. Like, I would be surprised. That one doesn't have a price, but I'd be surprised if we see these prices bumped by more than $10. Like, it's probably going to stay at 80, maybe go to 90. But next that we have is the Y-Wing Starfighter. This one, I was already wanting to pick this up day one because I didn't have a Y-Wing. This thing is absolutely getting picked up day one now. $80, 676 pieces, January 1st release. It includes Dutch Vander, Mon Mothma, an R2 unit, and the concept art Luke Starkiller. So, like, you get Mon Mothma, you get the Luke Starkiller, which are both sick figures. And, like, this is one where it's like, again, I don't care what the price is. I want this day one. And it is likely a Rogue One set from the sound of it, but who really knows? I mean, Dutch Vander, I think he dies in Rogue One, I want to say. I heard someone say that. I could be wrong on that, but I believe that's the case. And then Mon Mothma, first one we're getting of her since 2009 in the Home 1 set, which is kind of crazy because we got 2 full seasons of media with her, I guess. I don't believe she was in Andor season 1. I know she was in season 2 for sure. I don't think she showed up until season 2. I have to rewatch it. It's been a little bit. But overall, this is a wonderful set, and if they do it right, this could be like one of the best sets we've seen in a long time. Next set we have is the Icons of Star Wars. It includes Luke, Leia, Darth Vader, and a concept art C-3PO. It has a small base for the minifigs in front of the Death Star with an X-Wing, a TIE, and the Falcon flying out of the background. Ship builds are comparable to polybag builds. So like I said, I think in the last video discussing this set, I think this set is either going to be really, really cool or just a complete skip for a lot of people unless you want the C-3PO. This is $70, by the way, if I didn't say it. So it's not a cheap set, but not like something crazy expensive. But I mean, Like I said, I'm probably going to be getting most of these for the concept art figures because I probably do want to collect the full set, except for one that I don't super care about. But this set is pretty cool, in my opinion. This is the one I was talking about. Upscaled Luke Skywalker pilot minifigure, $100, 981 pieces. It includes the concept art Luke female minifigure. And like the rest of them, it's like they're cool. They're based on real characters, but like there's never been a female Luke. So I don't feel bad about missing out on this one. Unless the figure's incredible, maybe I'll still pick it up. But like, I don't know. The rest is just like, oh, I can see this character turned into this. Whereas like there's no female Luke unless like that's what Leia ended up being. I don't know, but like it's just one where it's like unless the figure is amazing, I don't particularly care about picking this one up. Next set we have is the Mustafar Duel, $40, 372 pieces, January 1st release. You have Anakin, Obi-Wan, and a concept art Han Solo minifigure. It's a hybrid play/display set. So I assume that means it's going to be like a diorama because I believe we know there's going to be like a nameplate in it. It's going to be a diorama with some sort of play feature in it, which is kind of cool. And then the concept art Han Solo figure does look like it could be pretty cool. And as always, prices are up in the air. Next up we have is the buildable Master Yoda, 150 USD, 1,200 pieces. It includes Yoda and a concept art Chewbacca minifigure. It is a large buildable Yoda with canes, seemingly a remake of 7194, this one in the picture here. And it includes the concept art Chewbacca. This set, I don't know. I'll have to see what the figure and the build look like because like I don't have a buildable Yoda yet, so this isn't going to be like a feels bad pickup just for the concept art figure, but I don't know. It's not the most exciting, but could be cool if they end up doing it right. And then we have some Starfighter sets. We have literally just 3 set numbers with age ratings. I'll be honest, I'm not the most excited for this movie, but it could be cool. Who knows? I believe this is... No, we have one more slide here. The Death Star 2 midi scale, 70 USD, June 1st release, sorry. It's part of the Starship collection, and this is how you're going to get the Episode 3 poster. So kind of nice that the probably most desirable one is going to be in a relatively affordable set. It's not in like a UCS set. I'm not saying $70 is cheap, but it's going to be kind of nice that it's not in a UCS set. So, because a lot of the other ones, like I think the episode 4 one is behind the $200 movie theater. The episode 2 one is behind the 240 likely UCS tie advanced. So kind of nice that this one, which like I said, for Lego Star Wars fans, I think will be the most desirable. Maybe episode 4 and 5 will be more desirable, but this one is at the very least in probably the top 3 most desirable is in a relatively affordable set. And the last one here we have is just a recap. So we have Luke Starkiller in the Y-Wing, Han Solo in the Mustafar Duel, Luke, female, in the upscaled pilot, R2-D2 in Cloud City, C-3PO in Icons of Star Wars, Chewbacca in the buildable Yoda, and Darth Vader in the Bespin Duel. It is currently unknown if there are more coming. In previous years, there was one additional fig acquired a different way, like a GWP Lego exclusive or book. So yeah, in the 20th anniversary, there was the Obi-Wan polybag, and then in the 25th anniversary, there was the Darth Maul that came in a book. And there was also the Palpatine in there, but I don't think that was an anniversary figure. I think that was just a book promo. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, that's all we have for the figs for now. So next up, we have more information on the posters. This is also probably just going to recap the figs. Yeah, that's the same slide we just looked at. So next slide here, we have all the movie theaters. So these are 6x8 printed tiles that will be spread throughout the display sets in 2027. So they are just display sets. These will not show up in play sets. The currently known locations include Episode 1 in the movie theater. We already knew that. Episode 2 in the TIE Advanced. We also already knew that. Episode 3 in the MIDI scale Death Star 2. We just found that out. Rogue One in the concept art Stormtrooper helmet, which I'll be honest, I'm warming up on this set a little bit more, just based off of like images I've seen online. The set obviously hasn't leaked yet, but I'm warming up to the idea of a concept art helmet like that because I previously bought most of the helmets. I think I'm only missing like 3. Episode 4 is in the theater and the Star Wars poster, which both of those sets will probably get picked up. I'll be honest, I'm probably buying like every set on this list, at least for the 1 through 6. Episode 5 is in the Darth Vader art, which that one is probably the least desirable because I got that one there, and if it's not better than that one, I'll probably just pick up the tile itself. Episode 6 is in the George Lucas tribute. That set is going to be awesome. Episode 7 is in the sequels are all in second half of the year to be announced. It is currently unknown if movies like Clone Wars, Solo, Mandalorian, and Grogu, and Starfighter will get poster tiles. I doubt Starfighter will. Mandalorian and Grogu, Clone Wars, Solo. I doubt it, to be honest with you. I feel like Rogue One is the only like beloved spinoff. This is referring to the Clone Wars movie, obviously not the Clone Wars show. The Clone Wars show is very beloved, but the Clone Wars movie is not super well received, and I'll be honest, I'd be surprised if it gets a poster. Like I said, I think they'll probably just do 1 through 9 and Rogue One. If it was up to me, they'd do like 1 through 6 and Rogue One and Solo and Mando. But like I said, I don't think the Clone Wars movie really needs it. It would be cool. It'd be cool if we got everything, but I mean, I understand why they're doing the sequels, but like, uh, but yeah, I think that's all I got to talk about today. That is all the news that we got today for the new leaks for next year. So this is the most excited I've been for a new wave in a while. Probably the last one that I was even close to this excited for was last year's Clone Wars wave with like the MTT, the turbo tank, all that. And obviously we know how that turned out with specifically the turbo tank. The rest of the sets are pretty nice, but I hope these sets really, really turn out well. So next year is going to be a good year, I hope. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, comment down below your thoughts on these sets, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to see more. Going for that push to 1,000 subscribers. That's all for today. Have a great day. Bye.